Do you ever stop having fun? Honestly, one of the... I know that I'm not 100% normal. What's weird is that by being a little askew from mainstream society, I've also somehow garnered a reputation as the most normal streamer on this website. It's just, it's a weird world. But one of the things that's kind of annoying about not being 100% normal is you constantly have to like defend your real feelings. The way it always comes up, and it's a recycled bit, so I apologize, but the way it always comes up is when I say like I don't like dancing, and then people always say something like dance like nobody's watching. And I'm like, no, I'm not embarrassed. I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand how I just don't understand like how you get fun from it. Like when I'm doing it, I'm not like, oh, I'm dancing and having like a fun time. I'm just like, I'm moving my body like to the music, but I'm not getting any enjoyment out of it. I'm not like, oh, I'm so in my head, people are gonna look at me dancing and be like, this guy doesn't know how to dance. I'm more like, why is this fun? Why, I don't understand why this is like the default activity at every event with a bunch of people, except I guess it's really cheap. It's like you really just need like a floor. As long as you got a floor, it's an easy way to entertain a bunch of people. And then, you know, same thing with something like skydiving. Or even like roller coasters. People are like, oh, I get it. Like you're scared to go on a roller coaster? And you're like, yeah, like, I mean, it's not that I think the roller coaster's gonna crash. It's just that, like, especially when it's on the way up, I'm just anxious because it's just an unpleasant feeling. People are like, no, you just gotta, like, let go of that. And I'm like, yeah, or I could just, like, not go on the roller coaster. I don't know, there's this, like, one-size-fits-all idea of fun. I like theme parks. It's just the coaster itself, I got freaking stunned by, I got knocked down. And then like the opposite, sometimes people like, but I'll just be like hanging out by myself. This happened more when I was a teenager. Or no, you know what? Actually, this happened more when I was a young adult. I would like eat dinner by myself in a restaurant all the time. Or eat lunch by myself in a restaurant all the time. And just like, even before smartphones, just like, you know, read a book or a magazine or something like that. Occasionally when you tell people about that, they would be like, oh, like that sucks. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm eating a delicious meal and like, I'm dead. I'm eating a delicious meal and like engaging in an activity that I also like. I've gone to the movies by myself before. Go to the zoo on my own. I've never done that. You're crazy, man. You gotta like explain yourself. You gotta be like, well, actually, it's okay to go to the movies alone because when you're at the movies, you don't really talk to people anyway. No, you just say like, it was fun. I watched a movie by myself and enjoyed my own company. Who cares? You don't have to make like a case for it. I like doing things alone sometimes. Like you don't always have to, if you always need someone else to do something, it's a recipe for disaster. Cause like after a certain point in your life, people are busy with their own shit like 24/7. Like always. And once they're busy, you gotta punch your own ticket. Yeah, exactly. But not exactly, but you know, like you got it. More or less.